Hey guys, it's Anna from the Coaster Authority here today with a review of Candymonium at Hersheypark. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell to never miss an upload from me and Noah. Anyways, let's hop right on into it. Candymonium is the newest hypercoaster built by Swiss manufacturer Bolliger & Mabillard that opened on July 3rd, 2020 in Hersheypark's newest expansion of their Chocolate World in the front section of their park. B&M hypercoasters are known for their floater airtime and big swooping hills, and Candymonium is no exception to this. You start off by climbing a 210-foot tall lift hill, followed by a steep drop at, 77.3 degrees. And at the bottom of that hill, it reaches its max speed of 76 miles per hour. After that, it has a 5-second floater hill, as us enthusiasts like to call it, similar to Mako at SeaWorld Orlando. And then it has a hammerhead turnaround right after that to the left. And then it has another floater-filled camelback hill, and then goes into a really cool speed hill, which is a really kind of short hill, which gives some really good airtime. Then it does a turnaround to the right, and then a few more airtime hills. After those, it does the iconic swoop helix around the Kisses fountain. And then following that, it does a few more shallow airtime hills into a brake run where it does a final turn to the right and back into the station. I believe that Candymonium is one of the manufacturer's best hypercoasters. Granted, that's not saying too much because I haven't been on that many. I've only been on Apollo's Chariot, Intimidator, now apparently called Thunderstriker or whatever, Nitro, and Shambhala, which I rode a couple of weeks ago. Now, obviously, as a manufacturer develops, they're going to start to become a pro at their craft, and their newer models and newer coasters are going to be better than their older ones. So Candymonium, being the company's newest hypercoaster, is probably going to be better than Apollo's Chariot, the first hypercoaster, which it is, because Apollo was B&M's first take at the hypercoaster, which turned out to be pretty good and led to one of the most successful models by any coaster company out there. But the airtime on Apollo's doesn't really hit as hard 25 years later, whereas Candymonium is only 4 years old. I think, wait, today's July 3rd. It's Candymonium's birthday. Happy birthday, Candymonium! But anyway, Candymonium is only 4 years old, whereas Shambhala is like 12 years old. So it's gonna be one of their best works. Now, I have Candymonium ranked second out of all the B&M hypercoasters that I've ridden. First is Shambhala, second Candymonium, third Nitro, fourth Apollo's, and fifth Intimidator. I put Intimidator fifth because I probably got a bad ride on it. I only rode it once, and that was, I got assigned row 5 of like 16, and I was also pretty mad that day because that was the day that Fury cracked and closed. I literally went to Carowinds the first day that Fury was closed after the crack, but that's for another time. I still haven't run Fury to this day, but that's a story that I'll tell later about in my Carowinds review. But yeah, I rank Candymonium second among the 5 B&M hypers I've ridden. I think it's one of the better ones. Granted, I've not ridden that many. I still have to get on Mako, Raging Bull, and Goliath, and Diamondback, and Behemoth, and some others, but we'll see as I get on those. But in Hersheypark, I rank it to be in like 3rd or 4th in the park's lineup, behind Wildcat's Revenge and Stormrunner. Granted, I know, Skyrush fans, I know. I'm not as crazy as Noah, though. I don't have it as number 10 behind literal Super Duper Looper and Jolly Rancher Remix, but Skyrush just does not, it's just not for me. It's just, I feel like it's too shaky, and it doesn't deliver in the way I want it to, which is weird because I love I-305. I'm just not the biggest Skyrush fan. I don't know why. It has potential for me to be a great coaster, but I just don't think that it's for me personally. So I rank it pretty similarly to Candymonium. It's like, honestly, I don't know if it's better or worse. They're interchangeable for me for 3rd or 4th, but I'm crazy for Stormrunner, so I have Stormrunner as my number 1 in Hersheypark, followed by Wildcat's Revenge, the excellent new RMC hybrid coaster, and then either third or fourth, I have Candymonium and Skyrush. Oh, and one thing to add about Skyrush real quickly is that in the ranking, Noah ranked it as number 10 before we went to Hersheypark again, but then we went to the park over the weekend and tried it with the new restraints, and we both liked it a bit better than last time, so we have Skyrush ranked higher now. So just don't like fully listen to me what I said about like ranking at number 10 Skyrush, because we both like it a bit better now. But anyways, as for most coasters, I would suggest the back row, especially B&M Hypers, as the airtime there is a lot better than the other rows. Luckily at Hersheypark, they should let you pick your seats. If not, you can just ask for the back row and they'll give it to you. And it's a really good ride. The airtime is great, especially the 5-second floater hill, and the drop and the speed hill are my favorite parts of the ride. So I would definitely suggest, if you're there, definitely give it a ride, try it out. Now, I don't know if I would suggest doing it right in the morning because it might not be warmed up yet, and most people like to go to the big pretty ride at the front of the park right away, which Candymonium is. It's like the tallest coaster in the park, and it's right there at the front, so you'll see a lot of the GP run there right away. So it might be a better option to go to the back of the park first and to hit Candymonium later, but I honestly did hit it once in the morning, and it was only a 15-minute wait because I wasn't in the Sweet Start. So even if you're not in Sweet Start, there's not too long of a line lined up for the ride right in the morning, but if you can get on it, I would highly suggest it. But anyway, that about wraps up my review of Candymonium. Let me know in the comments below what you think, if you've ridden Candymonium, and if you want to ride it if you haven't ridden it, or your ranking of Hersheypark, and I will see you all in the next one.